Kahit green kami.
That's good
Or
to
blue.
know. That's good to know. Kahit na
Royce
labag sa
Alforque.
kalooban mo.
Quick one here for Royce Alforque.
To take the lead once again for San Juan. You look at the quarter scoring. Twice San Juan scored over 20, but what a big third quarter, obviously, for Abra. That sort of neutralizes those 224 points by San Juan at 30 in the last quarter.
Ang tanong dyan, actually, Christian, if you know, there's a 4 and 5 here. Soyud knocks down the 3.
Somebody's down.
It's Encho Serrano.
Encho Serrano.
But a big shot galing kay Raul Soyud. Actually, if you ask me, where would San Juan be if not for Orlan Omar's 10 points there in the third?
Exactly.
That stretch, that crucial stretch when Abra was gaining momentum.
That's why it's something that we pointed out as we approach the fourth.
Encho Serrano down on the floor has 13 points in this ball game. He's down for an extended time here. Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. No, Encho loses the ball here sa depensa ni
Yung ulo niya sort of like whiplash on the shoe of Alforque. Yeah, I believe.
Parang biglaan ng ano. And on the other end, San Juan able to capitalize on with that 3 from Raul Soyud, who now has 13 points and 7 rebounds. Only his second game for San Juan.
Silent but deadly. He's been solid since the time he checked in off the bench.
65-61. Uduba, the one-hander, masyado malakas. Raven Gonzalez. That's a foul on the rebound.
Off the ball.
Holding foul number 6. AC Soberano's first. First team foul. Aldrich Ramos.
Napahinga muna si Raul Soyud. Balik si Aldrich Ramos. And what a solid game so far para kay Raul. 13 points and 7 rebounds as we mentioned. John Uduba gets the inbound. Here's Jolo Mendoza. Puts his head down and he banks it in on that drive. Jolo Mendoza.
He was determined that time. Jolo Mendoza, I thought he almost lost the basketball, but able to recover at the concentration to finish that one off the glass.
Alforque, Aldrich, a 3. Soberano was wide open from sa corner.
And Ramos quickly to apologize to Soberano because he knew that he missed, you know, the better shot. But instead,
balik sa Abra ang bola.
Settled for the good one.
Mendoza to David. Jolo for 3. No, rebound. Ooh. Last touch ni Villapando. And Coach Alex wants a challenge.
They might have a case because Villapando went up with 2 hands and then natapik ni Gonzalez. But sometimes yung difference nun pwedeng fingertips eh.
Yeah.
Kahit na yung direksyon, patapik palabas.
Eh, sobrang modern pa naman ng ano natin dito.
Right.
Technology natin dito.
Yeah, which you had nothing to do with, right?
Of course, of course.
Akala ko you take credit pa eh.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. San Juan Knights basketball.
So balik sa San Juan ang bola. Last touch ni Raven Gonzalez. Bago ko pa makalimutan, Boss Ruel Conto, happy birthday sa'yo. Kahit hindi mo ako na-invite sa party mo, Mike Abalos also our statistician. Oo, no, nag-birthday din recently.
Happy birthday po. Open shot.
It's a miss from Villapando. That's a big miss. He's missed 3. Ildefonso forceful on the finish. He's got 20 points. Dave Ildefonso easiest basket for him tonight.
That's a word that we haven't, thrown around in this game. But you give Ildefonso a head of steam, a runway, forget about it.
That's last touch on Royce Alforque. Balik sa Abra ang bola. Back-to-back stops here for the solid North Weavers.
Well, this started with the hustle of Jolo Mendoza. Loose ball rebound ends up with Gonzalez, and Gonzalez has always been a smart player, good decision maker. That time gives it up to DI.
Here's Ildefonso. Oh, lost the handle.
Give it up. There you go.
Soberano for three. No. Rebound. There's a foul on David. And Ildefonso slow to get back.
And that's going to be a part of yung maturity nito si Villapando. He did an excellent job defensively. But if he gave it up to get it back, he would have ended up with a layup on the other end.
You have an update from Mika.
Yeah, just an update on Dex Marquez, no? He's still in the dugout or nakalabas na ba dyan sa bench. Pero medyo blurred pa daw ang paningin niya sa right eye niya. So not sure if he can be back still, Coach Chris.
Thank you so much, Mika. Balik na si Dex Marquez sa bench, no? Nakakalabas lang.
So that, kung hindi na makabalik itong si Marquez, it sort of like cancels out yung pag-eject ni Mike Ayon. Ramos for three.
And Villapando, look at him go for that offensive rebound. Extra possession for San Juan. Wamar is fresh. Orlan puts his head down and he uses his experience there to draw the foul on David and get 2 free throws in the process.
But you see how hard he had to work. He started from the opposite side of the floor, sa dulo, sa left corner. And then he ended up on the right block, and almost made that. Pero again, experience na naig doon. Wamar, 6 to first.
And Dexter Marquez is there. And konting kanang mata niya. Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances. Ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. 2 for 2 for Orlan Omar. Ron Denison gets a breather. And Dave Ildefonso is on the bench. And he looks like he's cramping, no? Naka-extend yung kamay niya. Yung paa niya.
Maybe cramping, maybe his groin, who knows?
And this is just the type of game. One of those games na masusubukan ka physically, mentally, emotionally, lahat na. You are pushed to the limit. Under 7 minutes remaining here. Encho Serrano. David for three. Good line. No. Rebound. Orlan Wamar. Wamar looks ahead. Kalisa. Nice fake. Block. Ramos is there for the putback. Able to clean it up.
And that's why you never give up on the play. Even if you think it's a short 2 points. Because nothing is sure until it gets through the rim. Ramos sticking with it. Gets rewarded. Turnover. Or not.
Good save.
Recovery.
Oh, yeah, by Serrano. 5 seconds on the shot clock. David. 3 short rebound. Uduba. Balik kay Mendoza. Encho Serrano. Nakabuelo si Encho. Oh, he gets that one to drop. Plus the foul.
This is what separates the average players to the really good ones. Shots like this one. Encho Serrano gets fouled there, loses his balance, the concentration, the English, the kiss off the glass, a big shot nonetheless.
Makes a great move of the game, born for greatness. Encho Serrano.
And we'll get an extra free throw.
Balik na si Dave Ildefonso, shaking that one off. Let's go to Mika.
Encho Serrano is celebrating his 26th birthday, as you mentioned. He's had several big games on the day of his birth. An Ateneo versus DLSU game in the UAAP. Pampanga versus Nueva Ecija 2 times on his birthday and won both. We have talked about this several times. He wants a 3rd championship this season, and so far, he has not disappointed while on the floor. So that's Coach Chris.
Thank you so much, Mika. What a report that was.
I know.
Ibang klase yun, ha?
Feeling ko kahit si ChatGPT, hindi makukuha yun, ha?
Oo nga.
Grabe yun, ha? Ang lalim.
Siguro na, any memorable game on your birthday? Well, sabi siguro, well. So, 69-68. Serrano completing the three-point play. Dennison from the corner. Yes! What a shot! Ron Dennison called off the bench. I think that's his first attempt of the game.
Exactly. That's why it was such a big shot coming from a cold player off the bench who has yet to attempt the shot, let alone made one, gets the first one.
Batino to Ildefonso.
Blocking
A blocking foul on Kalisaan. Gabi.
Look at the swing of the basketball. Binawi na ni Aldrich Ramos this time with the extra
Sabi
pass.
ko, isip niya, atama raw to.
Yes.
Kanina, Red Lion eh.
Oo.
Bibigay ko. But lesson learned, but you know, that was an even better look. Ildefonso off the inbound. No. Tapikan ng bola. Aldrich Ramos able to secure it. 4-point lead for San Juan.
But this could be a basket timeout situation for Coach Yong unless they make a stop.
Villapando, 8 seconds. Kalisaan makes his move. Atake si Mike. Left-handed scoop and good. 6-point lead for San Juan. 5 minutes remaining. Only 7 points para kay Mike Kalisaan. And we have something going on here with Dennison
And Serrano.
Serrano.
So there was a whistle. Okay.
Ron Dennison penalty.
And nasa penalty na.
On Ron Dennison.
Again, San Juan, unfortunately, in the same situation in the third quarter kung saan nabuhay ang Abra sa linya. Only 10 free throws in the first half, but had 16 in the third quarter. They only made 8. But that 30-point quarter that they had, a big part of it was the free throw game. So now, 5 minutes still left in the ball game. Penalty na. Itong San Juan, ang Abra, dalawa pa lamang ang kanilang fouls.
So 2 for 2 for Encho. He's got 18 points on his birthday. He has not lost on his birthday, both big games.
Let's see if the streak will continue. Villapando is open.
Villapando short on the 3. It's a
Good
2-on-1
pass.
break. Taiwan, good challenge by Wamar. Back the other way, San Juan. Villapando, the bounce pass, Kalisan, couple of fakes, nawala ang bola. And Ildefonso able to get the steal. 4.5 minutes to play. It's back with Abra.
Yeah, that's what you like about this Abra front court. How many times have we seen them recover and wall up to make a stop, switch?
Ildefonso, the sidestep. It's a wild shot for Dave. Agawan sa bola. It's San Juan basketball.
The call was San Juan ball, but they changed the call. Nagtulungan yung dalawang officials.
Placing Ryan Patino.
Ryan Batino, Ali Rick Damicog, and Edmar Avis there making the call sa side na yon. So it is
14 to shoot.
Abra ball.
Tapik ni Dennison.
4-point game. Serrano against Dennison. 4 seconds in the shot clock. Encho, one-hander, gets it to drop.
Again, that patented one-hander.
Two-point lead for San Juan. Dennison, aatake si Ron, finds Kalisaan, quick hands. for David Defonso.
Substitution, JC Juan. Time out, San Juan Knights go for goal.
Knights super time. They're up by 2. And what a move here by Enzo Serrano.
Well, he loves this matchup. Kaya medyo nagkakainitan na itong dalawa. This time, he does it the right way. Attacks the defense of Dennis on the chest and was able to hang and hit that patented one-hander.
And David Defonso, front runner for our MVP race. He's got 20 points and 12 rebounds tonight. Not his most efficient performance from the field, but 20 points is 20 points in this ball game.
Well, there is no question that the best player in the league by far has the skills to pay the bills. You saw the numbers right there, not only scoring but also rebounding and dishing it out. Denison misses an open 3 off the inbound. Serrano will finish.
And we are tied at 74.
Now talk about Ildefonso being a good payer. Serrano also has the skills
To pay the bills.
to pay the bills.
22 in the ball game. That's a travel from JC Colliar.
Nico Pangaliban replaces.
I am impressed with the composure of Abra, because you could say that, you know, the fortunes, if you will, has not favored them in the last few plays. Pero they have stuck with it. They have, you know, regrouped. I don't see anyone panicking and continuing to trust their stars and their execution. This is
Oduba.
going to be big if he
Wow, he rattles that one home. What a shot. Galing kay John Oduba.
first attempt from the three-point line in this game for John Oduba, and what a time to come.
Wamar against Taiwan. Orlan, they blitz Wamar, releases it to Panganiban. Soyod is blocked, and it's a shot clock violation.
That could be the play of the game, because nung nangyari sa harapan natin, it looked like this was a three-pointer by Oduba to take the lead. But how about the block from DI? It looked to be coming out of nowhere.
Enzo Serrano wants a clear out against Panganiban. That's a foul. Will they count it? No.
They will review this.
They're gonna check it.
I didn't know things like this were reviewable over 2 minutes, but they will review it.
There's the hold right here.
It looks to be counted.
Yeah.
It looks to be counted. If the whistle happened here,
Yeah.
because there's the pickup of the basketball.
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Enzo Serrano.
But nonetheless, 2 free throws for Encho. What a quarter.
Ito yung mga laro na kinakailangan ng isa tulad ni Enzo Serrano. These are the type of games that that his team needs para sa kanilang kupunan, and
Right.
also for him. This is a reputation game for him.
Exactly. I mean, this is the luxury of having 2 stars on your team who could create their own shot. Talking about David Defonso and Encho Serrano. I don't even want to call them Batman and Robin, because Encho Serrano has 2 championships under his belt already, and he was an important player for Pampanga. Certainly, and still an important player here for Abra.
It's an 11-0 run para dito sa Abra Solid North Weavers in the last 3 minutes of this ball game.
Last 2
Panganiban drives. There's a foul on Encho Serrano. The last basket of San Juan was a layup galing kay Mike Calisan at the 5:13 mark of this ball game of the fourth quarter.
So scoreless over 3 minutes na itong San Juan.
14 seconds to shoot.
And Boss Monching Talisain watching us is the backers of Binyan and San
Malamang
Juan.
kasama niya rin dyan si Tropa. Si Mac Cardona. Ay,
Oo
matik na
naman.
yan, oh, matik na yan.
Ano yun? Dikit yun. 79-74. Orlan Omar gets it to Cuellar. JC drives middle. And Ildefonso coming up with the goods defensively here. Another steal for DI. 6 deadlocks, 9 lead changes, 2 possession game. Abra with the lead. Offensive foul on John Oduba.
Offensive foul on number 24.
Something
John Oduba is
you could just charge this to experience. Let's not forget John Oduba.
Could be the biggest game of his Mpbl career.
Right, and at the same time, being in this position, he was a part of Parañaque last year,
A playoff team.
But you know, now being a part of Abra, yung mga ganitong pagkakamali, just charges to experience. Hopefully, he learns the next time.
Abra has 3 more games after this one. Pasig on September 22. 3 days later, they take on Davao with play-in hopes. Ito Mindoro has playoff hopes, both in the South Division. So the chase for number 1, you know, will be determined up until September 30.
But obviously, with
And that is the last day of the regular season as well.
right, and with this being the toughest challenge for Abra, you know, if so far it's looking good for them. Obviously, 5-point lead, 1:38 remaining, bola ng San Juan. But after this one, makita nyo, they will have Mindoro, Pasig, and Davao. Obviously, 3 winnable games. But the task at hand is the main priority.
Panganiban drives baseline. A lot of contact there. Raul unable to secure the ball.
What
It
a
ends
play.
up with the blue shirts.
What a play by Uduba to make
Uduba.
up for the turnover, because Soyud had 2 hands on the leather already, but was able to strip the basketball, and this could be the icing of the cake if Encho Serrano makes it.
Encho Serrano. Big time players show up in these type of games.
You see, Sadaf, I'm not really a cake fan. I'm more of an ice cream guy. But a guy like Encho Serrano, of how excellent, how good he has been in the second half, he's been just superb for Abra.
7-point lead. Calisaan, San Juan. The drought has reached 5 minutes here for the Knights.
21 big points for Encho Serrano in the second half. 26 for the game.
Serrano wants to dance with Panganiban. That's a tough shot! Encho Serrano! Happy birthday! This has got to be one of the legendary performances here in the Mpbl on your birthday.
We talked about David Ildefonso having the skills to pay the bills. Encho Serrano, the talent to pay the rent. Putting this one away.
83-74, 26 seconds remaining. And these shots, this shot right here, he usually takes this closer.
Right.
Okay, Encho Serrano, that's far from his range.
Here's the thing, look at Ildefonso here. He's going down already. Ganun na siya kakumpiyansa. sa tira ni Enzo Serrano even before making the move. As the show of trust by your best player to another better / best player like Enzo Serrano. What a performance by both of them.
Yeah.
Enzo Serrano, Dave Ildefonso, 46 of the 83 points of the Weavers in this game.
What a duo. What a duo. My goodness. That was San Juan's last time out.
Somebody got hit in the head and it opened up this three.
Wamar. I think natulak ni Wamar si Taiwan trying to get
sa likod.
free. And then tumama ang ulo ni Marwin Taiwan.
Let's see. There's the first screen.
Yun, tumama siya kay Kalisaan.
And it led to this one.
A wide open three.
Right, because they had one man down.
We'll see here.
Orlando Lamar Jr., 3 points.
The three will count for Orlando Mar. Robbie Celis nanonood pa rin. With Mama Tess and Donna. So, mga pahabol yan. No? May foul here on AC Soberano. He will send Jolo Mendoza to the free throw line. What a gut check win here if they do finish this one off for Abra.
Because it felt like for a while, especially how San Juan ended the second quarter, started the third quarter, Wamar seems to be in, he was in takeover mode.
Yeah.
10 points in the third, 16 already. He was dishing the basketball, having fun. But then again, they just grinded this one out.
Yeah.
Ion was ejected. Unjustly, if I may add. Because I thought he only deserved the second technical. But instead of whining, instead of complaining, instead of dwelling, Abra.
Oh, look at the block by
Right.
Mendoza. Soberano for three. That won't go. And Marwin Taiwan secures the rebound. And Abra
Will continue to be number one. Boy, it feels good. It feels good to be number one.
yeah, absolutely. Mission accomplished there para kay Coach John Garcia. And they were led by the birthday boy, Enzo Serrano, 26 years old. He turned 26 today, but I think his wisdom, his talent, and, you know, his grit, he's more than 26. He's old,
Yeah.
older than that.
You know, what a way to keep the streak alive. His birthday battles, you
Yeah.
know, from college up to in the pros, winning this one, a big game against San Juan. But I think a big part of Abra's win today was getting to the free throw line a lot in the second half. Only had 10 in the first half. Got to the free throw line 23 times in the second half, made 23. Made a big difference to this game. And obviously with Mika right now, sino pa ba? Si Dev.
Enzo Serrano, 84-77. Let's go to Mika.
Maraming salamat. Encho, season high, 28 points on your 26th birthday. Perfect wins ka pa rin sa araw ng birthday mo, no? Kumusta ka pagkatapos ng laro ito? Alam ko kanina medyo nahulog ka, pero baliwala yung sakit ng batok mo na yun.
Well, Ate Mika, wala akong masabi. What a keep up God. Talagang God is good talaga all the time pag nag-class ka sa Kanya. Wala, yun lang. Ginawa ko lang yung best ko and minotivate ko yung sarili ko. Yun nga, sabi ko, baka swerte ako today, birthday ko. So, ginawa ko yung best ko kasi kita ko talaga si Dave, pagod na. So, sabi ko sa kanya, tutulong ako kung ano yung makakaya ko. So, yun naman yung natulong ko.
Nararamdaman ko lahat ng emotion mo, no? Nabanggit mo si Dave, credit rin sa kanya sa larong ito. Ench, nasa taas pa rin kayo. Hindi pa rin kayo mabuwag. Anong masasabi mo pagkatapos ng lahat ng effort rin ng San Juan ngayong gabi?
Yun, masasabi ko lang, hindi pa tapos yung laban. Yun lang, siguro, i-enjoy lang namin, i-celebrate namin kasi yun nga, number 1 na kami. And yun lang, malaking tulong to para sa amin na makuha yung championship kasi home court advantage kami. So yun lang, kailangan talaga mag-prepare pa din kami I think may 3 games or 4 games pa kami. So kailangan pa din namin pagandaan yun kasi lagi sinasabi ni Kuya Mark na wala kaming kikilalanin na kalaban. Lahat ng kalaban namin, isa lang yung tingin namin, mahina o malakas. Isa lang yung lalaruin namin, yun lang.
Maraming salamat, Encho. On behalf of your Mpbl family, happy big birthday!